Yeah, my people, welcome back, man. Welcome back to Nicardo Media House. There again, we are drop our squad reaction on this channel. You don't know, people, me I tell you the truth. No video yesterday, I'm telling you, I'm tired out. I just rise up about an hour ago. You understand? Wake up about midday. Yeah, man, about midday, but wake up, man, and I see what I go on, man. All hell broke loose around the squad, man. You get what I say? But, me there for drop my opinion and what's my takes on the 23-man squad that is going to face the US men's national team in the two-leg game upcoming, Thursday coming, you get what I say? And the 4 days after in Missouri. Big games coming up for the Reggae Boys. But I mean, look, let me get into it first and foremost. You understand? I have to big up the gaffer, I have to big up Steve McCLAREN. I was listening to, the first 15 minutes of the press conference. I love Steve McCLAREN. The question that was asked and he answered it honestly. I think he didn't sidestep any of those questions. I think everything was right there. He painted the picture as how it should be painted. He didn't try to go under any rug and try to hide up anything. He just answered as how it can answer. And I love that, answer the question and fairly. And I have to big up the people them in at the press conference as well that asked the question. I think it was some amazing questions were asked, from the panel. Big up to everybody again, who asked the question. So the YouTubers them are doing really good job in terms of construct some very good question. And you don't know, you have to big up mainstream journalism as well. You get what I mean? So they ask some pretty good decent question as well. So it was a good press conference in my own eyes, But again, let's jump it and let's talk about the first player in the squad. I must say, Leon Chippy Bailey is the name that me personally, I don't know about anybody else, but Leon Chippy Bailey name is the first name I look for on that squad. Why? Leon is the talisman. Leon Bailey can turn it on any given day. Yeah, it's yet to happen, but he is that man that you're looking forward to see that look. He can be the game changer. Whenever he is in a starting lineup for the Reggae Boys, the opponent always change a little bit or tweak a little bit of their game plan to how they can facilitate and not to let Leon Bailey get out of the box, not letting him get a very good game, letting him stuck in his ways, double team him, try to block his pathway and try to let him play more to his weakness. You understand? So he's the first name that I look for, but he's not turning it up right now for Aston Villa. We all know that. Yeah, he's having a shady start of the season far, he had to put the ball in the back of the net. I think he had like 2 assists. Last year during this time, when he played his first 10 to 15 games in the start of last season, playing in the conference, he started out the season really well. He was going through that little phase where he was, a little bit going through some injury period. But again, no, he's yet to turn it off for Aston Villa. Is it the time that, and this is a question that kept asking about Leon Chippy Bailey, is it the time that he can turn it on? Can he motivate himself? Can the national team coming back on national duty motivate Leon Chippy Bailey? We've seen it happen with the US men's national team. Whenever they stepped on that pitch and the anthem play, it's like they don't need nothing else to motivate them. That anthem alone motivate those players to go. It seems that they're going at war. And I'm saying, I would say it's just around the 12-month mark since he last played against Canada. That was his last game, you understand? And he's back at this stage where he tailed off for the Reggae Boys. So I'm just looking at it now. Missing for about a year, not being around the squad for about a year. Can this be the biggest motivation that Leon Bailey needs? Can he express that all that emotion that is boiling up in him, hearing the news, hearing a lot of criticism coming his way, being out of the Reggae Boys squad for the last 12 months? Now he's ready to prove himself. But yet, the big test is, can he get past Liverpool team without any injury? That is the biggest test for Leon Bailey. And after the Liverpool game finished, tomorrow we can come and we can say, yes, he's on his way to Kingston, Jamaica to face the US men's national team on Thursday. You understand? So that is my little assessment around Leon Bailey. he will perform. To be honest, I think he will perform. You know, a lot of people said, look, this is the wrong time for him to come back into the national team. You know, he's out of touch. Why, when he's out of touch, he's coming back to the national team? I think this step, and I think this is the moment where it will be the biggest return of a player coming back into the national team for years. You understand? So he can prove himself, and he can get the best of the fans just by putting in a show in the next 2 upcoming games in Kingston and in St. Louis. Understand? So let's jump into one of the next big topic around this Reggae Boys squad. Jonathan Russell is not in the squad. Yeah, man, Jonathan Russell is not in the squad. Jonathan Russell have been that game changer for Barnsley, you know, after the October window, when the coach went on and said this about Jonathan Russell.
John Russell, another one who I liked in camp. We brought him in last time. Since going back, he's not played any minutes for his club, and we need people to do that.
Yes, so the coach I went on and said that about Jonathan Russell, and what Jonathan Russell have come back between the October window and the November window, what Jonathan Russell have did. I have it right here, you know. Jonathan Russell went on and played 5 out of 6 games. The only game that he didn't feature in was the EFL Trophy game. You understand? And Jonathan Russell, look, Jonathan Russell have played 427 minutes in those games, and his team have played 6 games since then. Steve McCLAREN made that statement. Yeah, his teams have played over just our 6 games. Yes, 6 games. His team have played 6 games. That's over 540 plus minutes, and Jonathan Russell have played 427. So you're looking roughly over 60% of the minutes Jonathan Russell have played for Barnsley, and the coach even said this.
Playing, some are not at the level, and when I look through the squad, I'm thinking not a lot of players are playing 90 minutes week in, week out.
So when you hear the coach say that not many players are playing 90 minutes, yes, Jonathan Russell have started the last 5 games, included the league games. Yeah, is it the league games and the FA Cup? He have started all those games. So I don't get it. I don't get it. And I have this one right here where, you know, 2 goals and assists in that running as well. You know, Barnes the coach have been talking really good about Jonathan Russell, and this is what Barnes the coach even have to say in his latest game, that he put on a wonderful performance and also scored again on the weekend. Yeah, that was yesterday, not weekend, yesterday Friday. And this is what Barnes the coach said about Jonathan Russell.
Speaking about individuals now, John Russell opened the scoring. Seems to be a player really playing with confidence at the minute. Another goal to his tally, and a real threat in both boxes, isn't he?
Yeah, no, John's come into the team, done really well, had to be patient, took his opportunity, playing higher up the pitch at times. I think to bring the best out of him. Had a discussion with him in the summer of where we thought we could go and look towards moving. Had to be a little bit patient, and now he's finding a bit of rhythm and performing well. So,
you know, so when you look at that, and the coach have said not many players have been playing 90 minutes. Casey Palmer, last game before he started the game, midweek ago against Oxford United, yeah, the last time he started a game was the game that he first started against Stoke City. That was October the 1st at 3-1. I think they won that game 3-1. He scored in that game at the Bet360 Stadium. So if you take away the Oxford game and look back when Casey Palmer played a full 90 minutes, not saying Casey Palmer must not be in the national team or must not get selected, but there is a lot of factors on why Jonathan Russell is not in this team. Why is Jonathan Russell not in the team? No, the player proved himself that he's playing consistently, and then if you listen to Jonathan Russell did some interviews in the past where he was asked, and Jonathan Russell have been playing a little bit more in an attacking formation and playing a little bit more attacking, you know. And if you listen to what Jonathan Russell have to say of him playing a little bit more advanced in his role for Barnsley lately, this is what he have to say.
We saw you in a slightly different role on Saturday at Blackpool, a slightly more advanced position as to probably seen you in a Barca shirt anyway. Obviously not asking you to reveal where you're playing tonight, but did you enjoy that role and sort of having that bit more freedom, it seemed?
Yeah, no, it's fun. I mean, it's not a position that's new to me. I've been playing that quite a lot when I was younger. I always felt that, a bit more freedom, a bit more time to pick your moments, when to press and when to run and when to do your measure. So it's I enjoy our position, and it's good to get some like a assist and goal, and it's easier to get that higher up.
So if you look at it, he can play the number 10. Not saying he can play the consistently, and he's a better player in that position for the Reggae Boys, but he's a player that can play many different positions, the 8, the 10, the 6, and he's a very he's a very strong player. He's very comfortable on the ball. A lot of people might say, look, he might not be that athletic player that can move around, but guess what? His smartness and his IQ level will get him around and get to close on players a little bit more faster. Just using his brain. So I'm just saying, I don't know why is that Jonathan Russell cannot be in the team. And Casey Palmer, look, I have this about Casey Palmer. And when you look at it, with Casey Palmer, look, Casey Palmer played 84 minutes. Let me look. 84 minutes, I think Casey Palmer played against Oxford. Before that, it took him 1, 2, 3, 4. Even on international duty, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It took him 9 games previously for him to play 84 minutes in the game, and that was the first time when he got his start against Stoke City. He played 84 minutes, and the next time he played 84 minutes was right up to when he played Oxford. So he's not getting enough minutes. We've seen Casey Palmer have been struggling to get minutes for Tim Walter team. We know Tim Walter is under loads of pressure. I think he even got the sack. I think Tim Walter even lost his job. I don't know. I'm not sure if he lost his job, but he's right there about to lose his job. But we're not here to talk about what Tim Walter Hull City is going through, but I'm just saying the Jonathan Russell, situation, it's confusing, it's mind-blowing for me now how this player is not getting selected. If you look in this midfield, let me look at the midfielders. You have Joel Latibody here, you have Isaac here, you have Kara Anderson, you have Casey Palmer, you have Tariq McGee. When you look at players in the last 6 club games for all those players, Jonathan Russell is the player that is scoring goals. Jonathan Russell is the player that making the biggest impact out of all those players. So what is the issue? And I'm going to move on to an issue now where I'm even talking about centre backs. Why are we picking so many centre backs? Why Joel Latibody is still picking as a midfield player when Joel Latibody isn't a midfield player? Yes, he might be midfield player for us, but when you look at how he's playing consistently in England for Coventry, or Mark Robbins have been using him for the last year and a half, he has been playing consistently at right centre back in a back three, or he's playing that right centre back in a back 4. So I don't get it. It's time now. We need to move on from picking so many centre backs. Why not take out one of those centre backs in the squad at this moment and place Joel Latibody in that centre half? So he in the centre half list as centre half, you get me? I say in the squad, and put an extra midfielder in it, and that extra midfielder can be Jonathan Russell. What when Ravel Morrison need to get back into the team? Bobby Reid is a player that it's going to be a major miss for us. I'm sorry, but look, the biggest miss for this team will be Bobby Reid. The biggest in for this team is Leon Bailey. Forget about Isaac Hayden. Leon Bailey is the biggest return player. Bobby Reid will be the biggest miss of this squad because of his energy, because of the way he played, because of the way how he worked for his team, and the consistent level of performances of closing down empty spaces, closing down the players that's willing to drive through the midfield from the opponent team. You get what I'm saying? That hard work and that willing to put in that extra hard work for his teammate. Is a team player, and every team or every successful team needs a player like Bobby Reid. So Bobby Reid will be a big miss for the Reggae Boys team. But I'm just saying, I love the squad, but Jonathan Russell, I don't see why Jonathan Russell cannot be in this team. Kerry Anderson have been in and out of the Charlton Athletic. Yes, he's getting a lot of minutes, but you're talking about some bang average performances. And nobody can tell me that, because I make sure I take the time out and I watch the League One. Even this morning, I was watching Charlton Athletic team. You understand? I was watching, I paid my little pounds to watch Charlton Athletic TV. You get what I say? I pay my hard-earned money so I can watch the championship, the League One. The League One is not something that you're going to get featured on TV, especially if you live here in the US. You have to pay for the subscription for their TV to watch it. The only game that they showed from League One consistently is the Wrexham team, because you know the Hollywood thing around the Wrexham, so US owners and all of that. But I watch those players and I know that Kerry Anderson, he's getting minutes, but he's not doing anything special. Good lad, good player, have potential, can grow. I say can work on his craft, but guess what? He's not putting in you will say some performance that it's impacting the Charlton Athletic midfield. This is why he's in and out of the team. So Jonathan Russell, for the last 6 games, when the coach made that statement, him work on his craft, the coach put him in back and he took his opportunity and he never looked back. So I'm just saying, it's just one of those things, you know, Jonathan Russell, you just have to work hard, you know, you just have to keep doing what you're doing, and then, you know, your time will come. But it is what it is. And Isaac Hayden, look, where I start from Isaac Hayden, man, the last game he played for Newcastle Academy, you know, it was, did I copy that? You know, the last game Isaac Hayden played for Newcastle, it was on October the 1st. Yeah, it was October the 1st. And after, Newcastle Academy went on and played 6 games after that, and Isaac Hayden did not feature in any of those games. Where is this player? Not saying where is this player, but what is the capability of this player can bring to the national team? How fit is this player? Where is his mental capacity at this moment? Is he fully committed to this program? Is he using this program, to get back on his feet, to get back a decent club in his contract? I don't know. Still at Newcastle on the books, his contract is wiring down. You know, few months from now, he can speak to foreign clubs in the January as a boss man ruling. You know, so I don't know, man. But good player, we've seen the potential. We've seen stuff that he did in the past. Can he replicate that? I don't know, because he haven't been played consistently enough. The last time I think he played, you know, it was last season in May. That's like probably 5 months ago, 6 months ago. You understand? For QPR in the championship. So even talking about, you know, Ravel Morrison had played football for like 18 months. Me did know that, look, Ravel Morrison is not equipped enough as yet in terms of, you know, where he's playing. If you compare Ravel Morrison and Isaac Hayden, one player is in a system where he can get, you know, a level of fair bit of training, especially playing for a training under a Premier League club with, you know, with academy players. The facility is still open for him for there. It's first class facility. You know, you'll have proper youth coach there that can look after him. You know, and then if you look over into the Middle East with Ravel, it's a 3rd tier team, and it's still a newly formed team. You understand? The facility is not great as how it is in Newcastle Academy, so you could put a different factors. But I just think that, look, Ravel is just not ready. Give him 3 to 4 months. Give him until, you know, the March window, and then you can select him back and see, or assess him after that and see where he's at. You know, but Ravel, I think Ravel still have a future with this national team, but give him more time to prepare his body, get a little bit more stronger, let him body get a more custom, you know, to play week and week out. But people, that is that, you know. I don't know if I leave out anything, but if I leave out anything, I will get back to it, you know, on the Nick and That podcast on Sunday. So people, big up on yourself, you know. Thanks for watching Nicardo Media House. I'm out here. Ciao.